Knight of Wands in reverse for your spiritual aspect of yourself, Libra. Unfocused energy, self-sabotage with fiery emotions, recklessness, the need for more self-awareness, being cocky. You're neglecting the spiritual aspect of your life. You're not doing the ceremonies, the rituals, whatever it is that connects you with spiritual, your religion, your faith, whatever you believe in. If you're an atheist, that might be part of the problem. But I'm not the one to judge. That's up to you to figure out. But I do something that could consider the inner workings of the universe within you, or you know, she's having a great time. The horse is jumping up and having a good ball right here, drumming away, and it's in reverse. You're like, man, I'm not feeling it. I'm too focused, burning passion of other things, maybe, or whatever, something else. You're distracted from spiritual aspect of your life. Queen of Pentacles in the intellectual aspect of yourself, a healer or a working parent or a self-made person, material wealth, in abundance, strength in family or in family and your community, a kind and nurturing heart, groundedness, being down to earth, generous. This is where your mind is at. You're not thinking about that up there for connect to self-love, born with a gift, Mars, force. I mean, look at this. There's a message. Whatever's in reverse is the trouble for you in August. So physical, emotional, and spiritual. Your mind is like, hey, what are you talking about? I'm doing great. I'm me. I'm the best. I got what I need. No, I think there's something there that you're not bringing up to the surface to work on. Ten of Wands in reverse, physical aspect of yourself, financials, money, whatever it is. Queen of Pentacles, she's all about that. Your intellect, that's what you're thinking about right here, your physical aspect of your life, doing what you need to do. But in reverse, divided attentions, clinging to responsibilities, difficulty in asking for help, the oppression of martyrdom, letting go of someone else's expectations of you, the need to stand up for yourself. All those responsibilities, do you really need to carry all those wands and all by yourself all at the same time? You need to drop a few of them by prioritizing, or maybe things would go a whole lot faster if you enlisted some help. Drop the non-essentials and any heaviness that is weighing you down because you are so close yet so burdened. Think levity and ease. Streamlining will expedite your goals and bring relief to any overwhelm or molasses energy that you are feeling. Sometimes this means letting go of learned behavior or limiting belief, and sometimes it means deleting a task or on your calendar. Whether your burdens are material, spiritual, literal, or energetic, it's clear that you've got some extra baggage right now. Release that ish and enjoy your last steps to the finish line. You release your burdens into the ether, knowing that the universe will help you to tend to the essentials. Sometimes you just gotta let things go and work itself out. You don't need to be involved. Physical aspect of yourself. The hangman and your social aspect of yourself. So, your friends and family should be helping you and you shouldn't have to deal with so much. You're like, hold on a second. You don't know what it's like, the responsibilities. Well, I'm not saying I know what it's like. I'm just giving you a message from the universe that knows you better than you, maybe, or the universe knows what you know. I don't know. But surrendering to the will of the cosmos, an intentional pause, reflection, letting go, embracing the now, realigning your heart with purpose, new wisdom found, spiritual teaching, sacrifice, enlightenment. Lean into your inner world of limitless miracles, surrendering to the divine will of the cosmos. This is a social aspect of yourself, though. So don't be in the middle of things. Take a step back, go do what you gotta do. If you did that drum dance, partying, like nonchalant, oh well, whatever. I'll see you next month because August says I need to take care of myself. Look, self-love right in the middle. I'm telling you, you need to take a step back and relax. Nine of Swords, emotional aspect of yourself. I'm sorry if I am not being very considerate of your emotions, but I'm just trying to help you. I really am. Nightmares, worry, feelings of depression or anxiety, insomnia, fear, an opportunity to find courage, a time to focus on safety and the things that are going well in your life. See your fears as the illusions that they are. So yeah, you know, whatever may be causing the emotional distress from, I think it's what it is you realize that you have been taking on too much, that you are being a bit of a martyr, or you're doing more than you really need to or have to, and you're trying to be like, oh, I'm all good, but when you really aren't, and you're spiritual, like this emotional deep down inside your heart is like wanting to come out and cry, break down. It needs time for look at it, fellow. Like can't like enough. If enough is enough, okay? You need to take some time off from what your usual routine is because this it's built up to a point where it's either gonna break you or you're gonna break it. So you need to step away, go do the work that will help you, a vacation, camping, I don't know, whatever it is, nature, something. You need to go out and get away from whatever it is that's causing all this that you think you're okay with and that you think you've got a handle on, and you think you can deal with when you really can't. I'm telling you, it's gonna break you in August, or you're gonna break it if you don't take a step back and get away from it. Just for a little bit, not forever. Tell everybody, hey, this isn't forever. I just need some me time. Born with a gift. You, dear one, have been given something beyond price, rare and treasured and magical beyond compare. This is the gift of true measure, an egg of knowledge within which is sealed thousands of memories and messages from the wise ravens. When this card comes to you, know that you are being given the gift of time to be used wisely and the gift of knowledge and wisdom to be applied, and that you are being asked to treasure this and to no longer consider your own gifts to be less than those of others. You are a keeper of the treasures in your words and your thoughts, and the energies which you will now share with the world are multiplying and gathering power in every moment. You have thought of yourself as small, yet you are immense in influence. You have thought of yourself as insignificant, and yet you have the powers that can be shared and used for good for all time. And you have thought of yourself as unworthy, and yet you have been given the gift of the raven's treasure. And the ravens are amongst the most intelligent and wise of the flying birds. Know now that you are a caretaker of this bright gift of your life. Begin to release the treasures that you have been holding so tight. Believe in your own worthiness and begin to share what you have with others. You are prosperous, and the more that you give and share and offer, the gifts that return to you will prove to you that you are gifted with a true prosperity, a lasting wealth, and the ability to recall and remember the gifts of time. Most of all, dear one, no longer waste your time. Enter into the treasure of this gift immediately. No more hesitation. But when it comes to you, as it will, share. Mars. Force. War does not determine who is right, only who is left. The Mars card suggests there is something you may have to fight for. The red planet, fiery Mars, is named after the god of war and agriculture, primary military deity among the Romans. So means you have to fight for yourself, because look, self-love, born with a gift. All this, you need to fight for you. All festivals for Mars in ancient Rome were in March, and the month that heralds in the solar time of Aries, the sign that Mars rules. Named by ancients the bright and burning one, Mars is considered an inner planet, so that means it is capable of being seen by the human eye. Its landscape is reddish-orange, and pictures often show an unfathomable pink sky. Mars makes us shove hard in a way that other planets don't. One might call him the bully among the planets. Mars is the ruler of sexuality and aggression. It is a lustful planet that drives us, allows us to face the difficult challenges in life, and to follow our passions no matter what stands in the way. If we did not have Mars, we could not know how to fight. This card also means to push back in terms of defense. When Mars is strong in a chart or a reading, we may either face aggressive situations with a need to confront or defend, or an intense, rousing sexual encounter, which may or may not involve romance. Mars indicates overwhelming attractions. This is a time when you feel not only forced by but driven. It is a good time to consider goals and desires and not allow them to fall into the shadows right now. Action is needed. It's not a good time to sit back and wait. When this card presents itself, you are being challenged to protect your interests or to move ahead quickly on something. The Mars card force indicates a type of passion and drive that is linked to the spirit and life force. In ancient British magic, this type of energy was the cunning fire that enabled men and women to act like gods and goddesses, to create and defend, to build energy, to seek and claim, to force and pursue, thus to change fate. Turning up this card infers that a fire has been lit under the passions, and it is time to achieve what you want in life. At least you are being shown a clear path. It could be romantic or sexual in nature, or it could also involve other types of relationships. More importantly, goals that should be pursued at the current time and as vigorously as possible. It can also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene. Other issues to do with this card include the law, the military, sport, and games, challenges of all kinds, becoming more physically attractive and involved, but also fiery tempers and actual fires. The question to ask now is how to take action. How do you create momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your own interests? Are you being pushed too hard by something or someone? How do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? Self-love. Be courageous. Listen to your own advice. Your inner child is an aspect of the self, reminiscent of all that you have learned and experienced. Free, spontaneous, creative, and full of wonder. Your inner child longs to be in a state of joy, but also requires nurturing, attention, and constant reassurance. Your inner child feels these extremes of emotion because they lack understanding of why particular circumstances have occurred. You can shift long-standing emotional patterns by working with your inner self, resolve problems, trauma, and issues that you have found challenging and difficult to address. While you may have grown up quickly or had a limited childhood absent of opportunities and experiences, the inner child is an aspect of you that requires love and attention, even as an adult. Emotions are powerful. Like children, adults manipulate, rebel, throw tantrums, and can also put on a brave face for the sake of others. To create a symbiotic relationship, you, the parent, and your inner child must work in agreement of security, safety, and acceptance and surety. Acknowledging that you have been wounded is the first step in shifting your mindset. Self-love is essential right now as there is a child within you needing parental help and advice. Grieving for the past or circumstances that we did not understand at the time, no matter how old you are, is now necessary. Helplessness, confusion, or feeling overwhelmed can trigger childlike behavior such as tantrums, manipulation, and rebellion in an attempt to get what you want. Take the time to be playful and curious. Be courageous and learn the power of no. It will shield you from the pushy people seeking to compromise your values and integrity. If you were to see the little you now, what sage advice would you give, knowing what you know today? Here's an affirmation for you. I nurture the child within me. I am complete, whole, and secure. I am safe. Hey Libra, this is your September 2021 reading. Libra, September of 2021. The Chariot in reverse for your spiritual. Nine of Pentacles in reverse for your intellectual. Seven of Pentacles upright for physical. Three Cups in reverse for your social. And Six of Wands upright for your emotional aspect of yourself. Fox Rider Kitsune message for Libra, September of 2021. Sharing your wisdom. Black Moon message for Libra, September of 2021. Mars, Force. Sacred Power message for Libra, September 2021. Lightning.